Good morning, everyone. Here's your moment of yes for Monday, June 8th. Rainy day here in St. Louis. Supposed to be driving later tonight down to Jupiter. I think through thunderstorms, not pumped with that. Also got to pack the car in the rain, not pumped for that. We'll see. It'll all work out. Divine timing. Here you go. Your moment of yes for today, as Mako clangs his food dish behind me, is so last week I got interviewed for an article that came out in the Peak, the mental newsletter for The Athletic, and he interviewed me about sort of the last World Cup team and how they dealt with pressure, and he did a good job. It looks like it was a first person story, but he interviewed me and then just kind of pieced it together first person. Anyway, so on Thursday he messaged me and said, "Hey, want to let you know that your piece will hit tomorrow on Friday." I was like, "Awesome, man! Really appreciate it." And then he's texted me. He texted me. He says, "Don't read the comments." I was like, "Oh," I was like, I said I wasn't concerned, but now I am. And he goes, "No," he goes, "Anytime." He goes, "I tell everybody who is either in an article or featured in an article, just don't read the comments." And it made me laugh, and I knew what he was saying, because typically when you go through any comment thread, it's going to be 80% negative at least. And I just love that advice, like, don't read the comments. And it got me thinking about the idea that, listen, we know that there are things that we do that aren't going to make us feel good. They're not good for us, and they're not going to make us feel good. And one of those is, if you're involved in something, don't read the comments. Because no matter how good you feel about yourself, or no matter how good you think that piece is, or that video is, or that whatever that you have been put out into the world, it's going to be a garbage bin in the comment section. And we have a choice, right? We can choose if we're going to participate in the things that are going to bring more negativity, or choose whether to ignore them and just not engage. And so I love that. So I've just been thinking about that all week. FYI, I peeked in the comments. The article doesn't have a ton of comments. I'm not sure if that's it's such a positive piece, it's hard for people to be negative. But even in the 5 comments, there are 3 people that try to put a negative spin on it, and it's yeah. But so I guess I'm kind of grateful for that. So I peeked to the comments, but not spending a ton of time there. So what can we do today? Your moment of yes. What can you do today to avoid that? If I do that, it's not really going to make me feel any better. So maybe I should choose not to and do something else instead. We get to choose if we read the comments. That's your moment of yes for today. Have an awesome day, everybody.